Oh, what that dang. Yes. The voice of the Patriot, where we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the people, and them said the voice of the people is the voice of God. Yes. The voice of the people. And I want to say thank you so much for coming along. I do appreciate you. But remember, here we don't criticize. And if we must, as you have been told, it must be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. Here we don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism. And if you care to know, please, here we are not neutral. We have taken sides. Yes, the side of the truth. That is why we keep on saying this is the headquarters of the truth. And today we have some really interesting stories to look at. The very first one is coming from Ghana, where he says, "Shut up! Who are you?" Accra Mayor and police officer exchange words in public. And I read. Now, the mayor of Accra, Michael Takbo Alote, was involved in a heated confrontation with an MTTD police officer following reports from some road users that the officer was extorting money from drivers at Tudu in Accra. Now, in a video of the incident shared on the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, the mayor is heard ordering the police officer to remove his helmet, ostensibly to reveal his identity. However, the officer refused to comply. "If I remove it, I will be violating the rules of the Ghana Police Service. If I remove it, it constitutes improper dressing, and so I can't," the officer explained. As the mayor continued to question him, the officer attempted to respond, prompting the mayor to shout, "Shut up! Who are you?" The officer replied, "I am a police officer." The mayor then accused, "You are collecting money from drivers." To this, the officer quickly responded, "Did you see me collecting money? You can't just say I was collecting money. Whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it." The officer's defiance eventually led the mayor to walk away, telling his team, "Leave him alone, let's go." It is unclear from the video whether the mayor took any further action against the police officer or not. First and foremost, I must commend the police officer for standing in the face of aggression and the storm, and weathering the storm like Jesus Christ weathered the storm when his disciples woke him up in the book of Matthew to tell him, "Lord, please come and do something or else we perish." And he said, "Oh, people of little faith." He woke up, and then immediately he calmed the storm according to the Bible. My brother, my sister, he calmed the storm. The mayor was ostensibly very angry. He approached him with his team, ordered him to take off his helmet. He said, "No, sir. I am not permitted to do this by the laws of the country." He explained, "If I do, it would be tantamount to bad dressing." My brother, my sister, informal dressing, unauthorized dressing for a police officer in my capacity. Now, the mayor continued to accuse the police officer, "Hey, you have been collecting money from drivers." He said, "Have you seen me do that? You can't just say that. But whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it." At that point, the mayor realized that his storm, his rage of fury, in fact, had been weakened to a type 1 storm. My brother, my sister, he decided that enough was enough and decided to move with his entourage out of sight. I must congratulate the police officer. My brother, my sister, under no circumstances should we be intimidated. Remember, we voted all these people into power. If we didn't vote the mayor directly into power, we did the president. And the president appointed all these people. Now again, I must also congratulate the mayor on one thing, that he heard about it and decided to take steps, albeit he didn't do exactly the needful. The mayor came over, looked at things, and decided to approach the police officer. That was the mistake he made. My brother, my sister, what are the laws of the country saying when a policeman is seen doing things that are untoward to his profession? Do we need to have the evidence? And when we get the evidence, who do we present the evidence to? If it is not a matter of life and death, can we just do due process rather than approaching and trying to intimidate the police officer? So many times we have heard public appointees, the so-called servants, public servants, civil servants, threaten police people and ask them, do you know who I am? Some of them do not even speak good English. So they will say, do you know who am I? My brother, my sister, whether you know who I am or who am I, the message is clear. You are being braggadocious. Can I calm down? You are being prideful. Please, can I still calm down? I am asking you, you are being boastful, aren't you? My brother, my sister, public servants, civil servants must be seen as servants of the nation. It is the duty of the mayor to make sure that he has enough evidence to confront any officer of the law and get him punished in one way or the other. I must commend the mayor on that aspect, that he came out. But can I also look at it in another way? I am truly disappointed in the police service, not the entire police service, some aspects of the police service. Everybody knows that when it comes to police issues, in fact, I am so passionate. My grandfather, the great Chief Inspector Audu Kumburua, was a powerful policeman in the days of the Gold Coast. White people saluted him left, right, and center because he was the epitome of loyalty and honesty. Chief Inspector Audu Kankani Kumburua was such a powerful native of our soil. Apart from that, he wanted my father to become a policeman, but my father said no, he wanted to be an army officer. My brother, my sister, several of my siblings have become police people in the service, and they are still in there. If I mean to mention a name, it will be a whole duty roster. Can I now make my case? In fact, some new police officers have just been passed out. I must commend the police. Right now, we are seeing a lot of pretty ladies join the service. Unfortunately, anytime I drive on the streets of Accra, these pretty young police ladies, all they do, a lot of them, is to do the same ugly things that their stupid predecessors did. And I'm choosing my words carefully. Unpatriotic predecessors, they ask for bribes. If you make a mistake and commend any one of them, oh, you look sharp in your uniform. Oh, you look good. The next thing is, your girls are here. Anything for the girls. Why? What's your problem? Is this how you want to lead your life? Taking bribes from off the street? Don't be stupid. Sometimes I look at them And I feel like parking at one side of the road, sitting them down and giving them a good lecture. When will the nation grow? You see the British police full of respect. You dare never try to bribe a British police. Dare never try to bribe the American police, let alone the Chinese police or the Japanese police. You think they don't know how to spend money? No, that was the main thing. One of the things that I expected the former IGP, my brother, my sister, Dan Parry, to be able to deal with. But he was too cozy in his new post. He didn't even care about it. What a shame, Dan Parry. Now the new IGP, you too, if you're not careful, you go down the same shame. What are you doing to rebrand the Ghana police? Is it only presenting prettier ladies than what we normally saw? And this is not to disregard any lady joining the police. In the past, we saw obese police women, obese policemen who could not even run 2 centimeters to save their own lives. If I'm lying, tell me, Blakk Rasta, you've been stupid this afternoon. Obesity became the middle name of a lot of Ghanaian police people, male and female. They couldn't even run 2 centimeters to save their own lives, let alone run to catch thieves from a shy man or to do. My brother, my sister, hear me now. Today we are seeing sharp and athletic young men and women join the police. But you can see that they are not joining the police out of passion for nation development. They are joining it as bribe takers, official bribe takers. That is probably the frustration of the mayor. And he decided to go out and face it headlong, albeit wrongfully. I am fed up with some of these police people asking for money. The other day, 2 days ago, I was driving, and a policeman quickly ordered me to park on the side of the road because his boss was standing there ready to take bribe. And he was a new policeman. He probably didn't know me, or he couldn't recognize me. The moment I tried to park, the senior officer said, "Oh, carry on, Blakk, carry on, Blakk." You could see straight away that they had changed their mind. Please, for God's sake, let us be careful. Let us develop our country. And if a country would develop, the police would play a very serious role. Do you know what it means to say police? It means to guard and guide. Lord God have mercy. To guard and guide, my brother, my sister, in some countries that are really developed, when police people come on the scene, everybody heaves a sigh of relief. Not in Ghana. When police people come in, we are even begging that we shouldn't call the police because the police would only come and take bribe. How many people don't want to deal with the police in Ghana? Not because they fear professionalism, but no, it is all about being unprofessional. Please stop taking bribe from motorists. Even when they give you money, refuse to take it. Can you do that? Can you promise the nation that you can do that? My brother, I remember in America only last month when I was in there, I was speaking with a friend of mine who I had met there, also from Ghana. My brother, my sister, he was also on holiday for just a few months. And I told him, I'm going to try and give money to this policeman just as a gift. Let's see how he would behave. My brother, the policeman was on an accident scene. And he was quite detached, standing aside, having done his work, and probably was waiting for something. There was nobody there. My brother, my sister, and I moved over to the policeman and gave him money from the window of the car. It was a $10 note. Maybe I should have made it $50, but I didn't have much, $10. The policeman asked me, "What for?" Did you pick it? Did you pick it on the floor? I said, no, I'm just giving you a gift. He said, thank you, no thanks, but I don't need this. Then when I attempted to move away, he stopped me and said, you know what? Do you know any charity organizations around? And I said, oh, I'm new, I'm from Africa. So you know what? I'll give you an address. Go and give this money there. It is going to help orphans and help people who are in dire need of this. I am paid so well and I don't need this. I smiled. In fact, to be honest with you, I didn't donate that $10. I pocketed it because I needed it more than even the orphans. My brother, my sister, if this was a Ghanaian policeman, you know what he would do? He would collect it. They have a nice way of collecting money, even holding the gun. While holding the gun, they have a way of clutching the thing, folding their arms, and you will not even see that they've taken the money. If this was a Nigerian policeman, my God, he will take the money without even stretching his hand. I don't know what magic they use in doing that. Criminals all over the place. They are worse than the armed robbers we see on the street. Nigerian police is the worst police in the world. I don't like Nigerian police one bit. Very unprofessional. They make the country seem like a certain criminal institution. Why? When is Africa going to develop? With all these thieves in uniform. To the mayor, you have done something good. Apologize to the policeman, but it is an opportunity for you to get the authorities deal with this. As for this new IGP, I truly don't trust him to be able to do the work, because the way he has started, no, I am not impressed. Put some dignity, some respect on the police. What do? Rebrand the police. You have a police TV. What educational programs are you putting in there to be able to educate the public about the police? What are you doing about the wanton bribery on the streets? Nothing. They are just good sitting in their air-conditioned offices and driving big cars and speaking big English. I thought Dan Parry would have done it, but he failed. They will not listen. They are so arrogant for power. But we will continue coming after them, one after the other, because we are their employers. They are supposed to serve us. Therefore, we'll make sure that they do it. Respect the police. Give the police good bonuses. Pay the police well. Give them vacation packages so they can travel around just like their counterparts in America and England. My brother, my sister, then you can hold them down to the letter when they fail. Have I made my point clear? I leave it here. We're going to follow up on this story. Yes, we will. Now the next story I want to look at is also interesting, and you know I like such stories. This one I'm also reading from Ghana Web, and it says, driver arrested in Central Tongu for charging unapproved transport fares. And I read, Ige Desire, a 28-year-old commercial driver in Adedomi, has been arrested by the Central Tongu Police in collaboration with the National Intelligence Bureau, NIB, for charging unapproved transport fares. Desire, who operates a vehicle with registration number GT1578T, was apprehended while transporting passengers from Ho to Adedomi. His arrest follows a series of complaints from commuters who reported that some drivers in the area were flouting government directives to reduce transport fares nationwide. In the days of the revolution, these people would have been tied to a firing squad, and bullets would be made to journey through their brains forcefully shatter their brains, and then they will be welcomed into early graves. Hallelujah. These are nation wreckers. My brother, look, I am extremely passionate when it comes to patriotism. Corruption has been the bane of our nation. That is why I don't have politician friends. No. My brother, my sister, the average Ghanaian politician is overly corrupt. Not all of them. I'm saying the average. Those that are beyond average are those that have the common sense of patriotism. May I tell you a story? I was in America only last month, my brother, my sister, and see what happened. Mahama had just come into power. Mahama had introduced the gold board. Mahama had been able, with the help of his appointees, to deal with the American dollar. So the dollar started dancing like Popo Guli in front of the Ghana cedi. What the previous government was totally unable to contain, even though they claimed they had economists. In fact, they even had the equivalence of Adam Smith. Wale Adam Smith amongst them. They disappointed us, and they won't shut up and fix their disintegrated party. They are still there making noise. May I just throw away that party and deal with what I'm supposed to talk about today? Listen, man. You know that a lot of Ghanaians in America were not happy that the dollar was falling in the face of the city. They were angry. I attended a certain Ghanaian program, and come and see how Ghanaians were complaining. And Skanukra and say, "Who send you to Ghana? If I na adia no aba form. Holidays where they ko Ghana yentimi and church hon crowd. First una ni sky kakra no na bebre no. And they say, Ghana die yenkwe enim crowd da. Sir, your city is gaining grounds against the dollar. And no na usi yenkwe enim no. Yeah, it's very painful. I looked at some of these people and I couldn't keep quiet. I said, Master, I'm passing we Ghana near na ufri Afghanistan. Can send ya mu send dollar ko Ghana. Na mu nanina bebre no sana mu peno debia ana mu peno sada Ghana enkoso na enyesa. I spoke to them. One of them there, he just looked at the Mo Rasta for there, Mo Koshima, Mo Adenwana, Mo Kaka, and he walked away. No problem. My brother, that is how unpatriotic and silly some Ghanaians can be. When their nation is developing, no, they don't want it, because it's a selfish agenda for them to always be seen as great because they are serving a certain white man in the West. My brother, the dollar has come down. Petrol prices have come down. The sensible thing the GPRTU should be doing is what? Let it reflect immediately in the fares. Apart from the GPRTU, market women, men and women who sell, you are supposed to reduce your wares immediately, the prices. But no, they won't. It's time for them to make more money. Meanwhile, when petrol prices increase by even 0.0000 to the umpteen 0.1, you will see it reflect immediately in prices. Those who sit in the trotro will feel it. Those who go to the market to buy will feel it. Even those who give tithes in church will feel it. So why shouldn't it be so when it is the other way around? Because we are a wicked people. We are a set of greedy people who claim we are religious, yet, in fact, we are Satan's grandsons and daughters. We are a wicked people. Why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we do that to ourselves? Can you explain? Now look at this driver. He has refused to reduce prices, even though prices of fuel have come down, because he thinks it is his right to make money. My brother, and you see drivers also trying to go on the rampage that they are demonstrating. They will not, they have their own cars, and they are those who decide what. And it's true, it's a cabal. You know what the government should do? Government should start, in fact, nationalizing transport systems in Ghana. In the UK, this can't happen. In America, this cannot happen, because a lot of these buses that work out there are controlled. If the government says, hey, this is the amount to be charged, immediately it works. Immediately. Citizens would even report that, hey, we took this bus, this is the number, and this was what the driver charged, and refused to do this. Immediately, the laws will come down on this, but not in Adidome. Not anywhere in Ghana. Please, can we love our nation? Can we give it what it desires and deserves? The last story I'm going to look at, and I'm going to spend just about 2 minutes on this. It's also from Ghana Web, and it says, I will continue and complete all Agenda 111 projects. And this is John Mahama speaking. Mr. President, I am beginning to be afraid that some of these promises may not be met. I am happy the president is pushing himself to do a lot. Already 600 cheap compounds are going to be built. Mr. President says that he would finish the overly ambitious 111 hospitals, not clinics, not cheap compounds. I know that the president is the king of hospitals. The president is so passionate when it comes to healthcare. My only fear is that sometimes it is sad that for the sake of dirty politics, some people start a certain agenda that they know they will never be able to complete or even start, like in the Agenda 111. It's Agenda 419. We are told that they were able to complete only one hospital. My brother, my sister. Now somebody's careless, lofty, over ambitious agenda, and the president is forced, in the name of continuity, to complete. Is he not going to throw the budget out of sync? I'm just asking. I will be glad if those 111 hospitals are complete. I will be glad if Segleme will be totally finished. My brother, my sister, remember I said some time ago that, hey, if I was the president, which I will never be, I would have a minister of uncompleted government business. Do we all remember this? But we need to be selective. Find out exactly which uncompleted government business we can have and we can do. Because in our political landscape here, it is all about lofty promises that can never be fulfilled. When Nkrumah wanted to build the highway, many were those who said he couldn't. Even foreigners, the West, said it was overambitious, but he knew what he was doing. He completed it. When Ghanaians said 88 hospitals you couldn't build, you came back and made us even loftier promises. Oh, now it's 111 hospitals. Shamelessly, they couldn't even finish 2. And these people wanted to retain power. They should all be jailed with agrada, one after the other. Maybe Obinim should also join them and sodomize all of them one after the other. With that bleached face. Not paying, what's that thing called? Electricity bill. Just stealing from Ghana. Stealing from Ghana. If you don't pay electricity bills, that is what? Is that not stealing? Yet they parade themselves as rich people. They are rich off the back of the sufferers of Ghana.
This is 3FM. Fire, fire! Blakk Rasta!